Trusty ape. Remembering Blue Collar. I'm sick of it all. Great fucking punk rock legend. Um, all right, and visiting on some stuff. Got some stuff to look at here. What was the other thing? Announcements. Oh, yes. Apparently, there's this thing happening next weekend called NanoCon. NanoCon. That's the National Nuns Convention happening roundabouts somewhere near Nashville, Tennessee. I put my fundraiser link back up, although it's clear that I will not be able to make this event. There are some other events coming up that maybe I could attend. In August or October, we got like the Baja Con coming up, and then Rocket City Reason. Love to be able to make it out to something. One of those things. What the fuck? YouTube changed shit again. One of those things. What the fuck? Okay, that works. And the microphone is on. So we're going back to a conversation that was had. So this is restreamed from Smokey's channel, and Will's talking about it here. I think I was in here somewhere maybe, or at least I caught somewhere in the tail end of it. I'm going to back it up a few. I'm not going to do the whole video tonight. Actually, it'll probably be somewhat brief, but I did want to go over a few things I heard here in the intro and see what's up. So we'll go back here. Boop, boop, ba-doo.
You would have to give the impression that you're not a perpetually pathologically lying, dishonest scum.
Well, how did Fro do it?
That's a tough hill to climb at this point, man.
How did Fro do it?
Maybe I went a little. I didn't go far enough back. Let's try again. Try it around 6 minutes here.
I'm trying to have one because Spider
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Bro, not even for 5 seconds. You haven't had a single honest moment in days.
Hey, sure, good to see you.
Okay, how do I give you an honest moment? Like how
just a little shit on
that's funny. He's like, how can I be honest? That's what Will's gonna call him out for here.
How do I do honest? I don't know. Somebody show me.
How could I do that? I don't know.
You can't, because you're a total fucking lying scumbag. You're like, hey, how can the boy who cried wolf get the village to finally believe him again? They don't, because the little fucker's dead, gotten eaten up and chewed up and shot out in the fucking middle of the field, and no one gives a fuck about him anymore. That's you.
And that wolf's ass was bloodied too.
So what do I do if I can't ever tell anyone sorry because they're never gonna believe me? What do I do? Just fuck off?
Well, you can always apologize. It doesn't matter if people accept it. Like, you've done your part, but are you being sincere? That's really the question.
Off and just
recognize. You would have to give the impression that you're not a perpetually pathologically lying, dishonest scum.
Well, how did Fro do it?
That's a tough hill to climb at this point, man.
How did Fro do it?
Well, you have to do what Fro did. Fro had to sacrifice his left testicle to show he was
I have
sincere.
to cry on camera
Get started.
If I cry on camera constantly, will you believe me, Carl? I can do that.
You are.
All right, now who the fuck is Carl? I want to know who this Carl guy is. People keep referring to some guy named Carl, and I don't know who that is.
Already do that.
Carl.
So Max, remember.
Carl, you're so bullied. I'm sorry, Carl.
Remember,
don't do that, man.
He's no longer a Christian, so he doesn't have to forgive you. Okay?
I know. I don't
He
care.
doesn't have to practice.
Look, is that like a bit, man? What's going on with the you not being Christian thing?
He doesn't have
really
to practice biblical.
He's not even going to answer here, but he did answer me when I asked him, and no, so he is not claiming to be strictly Christian at this point. He's got some, I don't know. That's what he told me, I guess.
Cool.
Not
Forgiveness. He doesn't have to. Right? So you can't force it.
Nobody has to forgive anybody, even if you're Christian. That's not. I mean, yes, it's like what they say you should do, but it's not like required.
I'm really behind on the Carl
You
not
really
being.
blame me for not wanting to associate with people like this?
All right, so I'm just gonna let the cat. So this guy Smokey, tell me what I need to know about Smokey State. why y'all are calling it, who is this fucking Carl person? So last I checked, and this has been a subject of ongoing controversy, but so we heard that Smokey was previously exposed as a registered sex offender named Joshua Herbel, who Smokey claims he is not. Smokey says he is not Joshua Herbel, even though independent research shows that his photo uh, almost, I mean, you'd have to be a doppelganger, matches the likeness of this registered sex offender, Joshua Bell. There are also multiple streams done with his accuser and stuff like that. But people say that was all a ruse, right? A ruse. Ruse? Either way. They say they were putting us on, right? And I've heard that story. Um, I don't know what backs it up. I have remained convinced that Smokey is Josh Bell. Smokey claims he is not Josh Bell, but also claims that injustice has been committed against Josh Bell simultaneously. And they're calling him Carl. Who the fuck is Carl? I don't know who Carl is.
No, actually, I can't blame Smokey for not wanting to hang out with Christians. I totally understand.
No, especially when they're carrying on like this.
Well, I don't know by his reaction.
Yeah, sure. How can I do honest? It's a huge sign that someone is a pathological liar. Well, no, he thinks that no one will believe him because he's lied so much. So the boy who cried wolf analogy was a good
That
one.
he's ever seen Jill, like the real Jill. Like he reacts to Jill's.
Have any of us seen the real Jill?
We consider normal Jill activity like it's brand new to him, which is my favorite thing.
That's absolutely ridiculous because we all know this guy's MO. Anybody who's hung around these circles long enough knows what Jill does.
About this to see, like how ridiculous Jill is once you're not wearing the Christian blinders, right? When he's just on your team and you don't really think about what he's saying. You're just like, yay, Jesus is great, sure, whatever you say. But when you step out of it and you listen to him, this guy's a fucking idiot.
And I sense this. I mean, certainly, I don't know if he's done this before this, but Eastmax has actually said that basically he looks up to Jill, and then I think he maybe retracted that. I don't know.
And so that's good to see people come to that reality.
Come on, think about
I
it.
mean,
with Isaac, come
Yeah,
on.
and he can forgive you and just not associate with you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to trust me. Just accept my
Fucking Max comment there. That's great. You still stole my
apology because I'm being for real. Like I didn't mean to abuse my wrench, but what's his name was pissing me off.
This is all you're apologizing for.
Bro, I got triggered.
Wrench.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's coming at you for abusing your wrench right now.
Sorry.
I mean, maybe you should.
You blocked me on your channel anyway.
You're not blocked, bro. I blocked you for like 30 seconds of timeout. Get over it.
You blocked. No, I am blocked. I cannot comment.
You are not. I'll pull up on my
try and comment.
I'll go to my studio and I'll show you. You're not blocked.
Dude, I am blocked.
Can I do a live and you type in there right now? I promise you.
Can anybody guess what my what the stream title stands for? Bonus points if you guess if you smell what I'm stepping
I've
in.
not been able to. I let you. The other day I said, "Holy shit!"
I mean, maybe the rapey comments.
He doesn't even want forgiveness for all this.
I'm sorry for doing that, Q. I made you uncomfortable, and I really do.
What the fuck you were still being on the wrench for?
Huh? I was talking to Q. I'm sorry.
And then Jill starts cracking up.
Well, I want the wrench back so no one bans me because people don't like.
Wait. Jill, I heard you laugh.
What's up, Q? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, anybody feel free to correct me or fill me in where I don't know why why people are calling Smokey Carl. Is that his real name? Because I thought it was something else.
And I'm wondering if you can see what Max is doing. If you could honestly say what Max is doing.
Oh, much love, man. I love you too, Q. You're the GOAT, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Q's a real one.
He won't admit what he's doing.
I see what you're doing with Halsey.
I know.
All right, that's low hanging fruit, and we'll skip through it, but they address it here on the stream.
know why. It's like they think they. What's your accusation there?
Mhm.
They just tickle accusations and won't commit to anything. They're so silly, little monkeys. What?
Racist.
Go ahead, Sam.
He's baiting us. He's baiting us. Don't fall for it.
Oh, I guess Sammy didn't say that.
It's kind of weird.
Should I stop?
Not you,
Jill wasn't thinking about sex.
Not you. Not Jill. I was talking to East Max.
Well, because I've been accused of sexualizing everyone, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, I do that shit all the time. Yeah, no, it's something you got to break yourself up for sure.
kind of weird, man.
Well, what are you
Not
gonna do?
lie.
I'm sorry. What are you gonna do about it?
So if you were accused of like fondling kids in a bus, would you just go do
Well,
it?
bro, you were accused of pedophilia.
Like,
Just because he can say it doesn't.
what the fuck type of fuck? Like, oh,
I love
was
that so
accused
much.
I was accused.
I mean, he stepped right into it. He
I know.
Sure did.
I love how it's just like, here, this is exactly what you're saying, right? Like it is, and it's so crazy that he would even say that or even think that that's okay.
Well, reasoning's not their strong suit.
Just a raping kids, so I figured, well, fuck it, I might as well go do it. You know,
Dave
why
does.
not?
That's what Dave does when people talk to the devil.
Whoa.
Shit, man.
So again, Q. I'm sorry. What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it, brother?
Are you gonna stop me?
Q, don't do anything. Just let him keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Stop. Yeah, stop interrupting my flow, man.
East
I'm
Max. Let's
Never
let's
stop.
go.
Go ahead.
East Max.
These guys are fucking wild, man. Like we got 1, 2. I mean, Q's technically a Christian, I suppose, but I don't. And then I think Apples is a Christian. But this was originally, although I'm not sure what it is anymore, but this was supposed to be like a Christian hangout, and has completely turned to the dark side.
This is a babe in Christ.
I love it. I love it, by the way. I mean, regardless, whether you're trolling Smokey or you're with him, I mean, it doesn't really matter because this shit's kind of hilarious. But I still want to know who the fuck I'm dealing with.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to make a note about this. Jill.
What's up, Smokey? All right, fair enough.
Strangely
Welcome.
interrupted me
we're watching
right
on
when
your
I was
screen.
saying never stop a fool from putting his foot in his mouth. Jill's like, I got something to say. And I'm like, well, I got to keep my own advice. Go ahead, Jill.
He couldn't stop
So
it.
let's
No.
be graceful.
Is
And
that
I've
what
been
you think?
antagonized. I've been antagonized for a week.
And
What am I gonna do?
William
Babe in
will
the
try to
fucking brain too, Bill.
debate you, but he won't debate me
You're supposed to fucking ignore it, Max. If you're listening, like you're not supposed to respond to the antagonist. That's literally what they want.
on any
I
of
know,
these topics
right?
he's bringing.
Oh. Now, let's just keep this in mind. Who made the first challenge? Who brought up debate? That would be Jill. Jill
Mm-hmm.
wants a debate and claims that I won't debate him on any topic. Go ahead.
He
East Max is a
brings a
babe in
challenge
Christ,
and
so
you refuse, yeah.
let's be graceful.
Is
And
that
I've
what
been
you think?
antagonized. I've been antagonized for a week.
And
What am I gonna do?
William
Babe in
will
the
try
fucking
to
Cry about it.
William will
brain
try
too,
to
Bill.
debate you, but he won't debate me on any of
I know,
these topics
right?
he's bringing.
Oh, would you like
Try
a
to
debate,
debate.
Jill?
Do it right now.
He'll try to debate you.
What's he
He'll run.
will?
Hillary's,
do it.
is your channel available for a moderated debate this
He'll
week?
come knock on your door
Absolutely.
and say, "Hey."
You said it
and
could be. I couldn't hear you. Jill was trying to
Did you just threaten to show up at your house, bro?
filibuster.
I said, absolutely. I would be happy to host you and Jill. Do a
Jill.
debate.
All right. Point number 2. Jill made a challenge. Arrangements were made. There was nothing to hem and haw about. We had a venue. We had, my time on the weekends. I was willing to devote it to Jill. Jill's obviously not doing anything on the weekends. You can find him bothering Ace typically on the weekends. But
He doesn't even go to church.
for some reason,
Some fucking Christian.
he didn't like that. He didn't really want what he thought he wanted, I guess.
Hillary's gonna-
He has a
Hillary,
spot
huh?
open Saturday
Where
or
he can
Sunday,
mute me
Jill.
and put me backstage when it's my turn. to
Jill,
speak.
Saturday or Sunday? Spit it out. Come on.
Well, on my channel,
Can I
yes.
moderate?
Sunday on my channel.
No, I just said Hillary's. It's a
Oh, I just
moderated.
said Hillary, where he
I
can
like
mute
both you
me and put
guys.
me backstage.
I'm sorry, Jill. If you
Joe,
change
you
your
have-
mind,
you
just
have-
say
wait a
it.
minute, Joe, come on.
You
know
have
Hillary.
control. You have control.
You
You
have
have
a debate coming up.
You wouldn't
It's
use
just
it.
immediate
control over the-
backpedaling.
He wouldn't
putting
use
people
it though.
backstage. That's where
I
you want
don't-
to
I
You
debate.
can do it on mine right now.
Hillary's where he can mute me and put me backstage.
I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
let
Hillary
him
would.
use. I
I've
wouldn't
Because he
never
let
has
seen
him use
he
it
has
for
mod
backstage.
controls. He has
I've
mod
never
controls.
seen
He
Hillary.
does. He does.
Sammy.
Whining, complaining.
Sammy, I don't know if you caught that, but you got a compliment right there.
I missed it.
Way to spin the positive.
Smokey said, I've never known Hillary's or Sammy to put people backstage like that.
Ah, I thank you, Smokey, and that is correct. I don't do that.
I'll admit that sometimes I do, but not during the middle of a debate, just when Jill's being an asshat.
I've
Oh,
only
wait,
ever
how
seen
about this?
it work to Jill, though. It's a very Jill-specific thing to do.
Well, Jill's
I've
not a
put it
good learner, you know.
It's a Jill-ism.
Jill
yeah.
doesn't learn very easily.
He just doesn't shut the fuck up.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Although I think he may have met his match with Eastmax.
this is where Smokey gets to find that out firsthand, and apparently it's never happened to him before. So it seemed to me like this was the most disrespectful Jill has ever been to Smokey on his own stream, apparently.
Uh-oh.
So it must have been an important thing for Jill to avoid this debate.
Hey, I gotta.
Oh, and I can show you why. I'm going to show you why Jill's an idiot. I'm not just going to let it play. When we get to where Jill's making his ridiculous argument, I'm going to show you what Jill's actually saying, and then you'll realize that he's an imbecile.
Yeah, somebody honestly asked me that question on social media about using the R slur and why it was different fundamentally from just calling somebody an idiot. And I think asking the question necessarily makes that person an idiot, but I tried to answer them as honestly as
I
possible.
got a better idea.
We can debate on Smokey's
Hang
channel.
on. Well, hang on, Jill. You can't, hang on a second. I got an idea that might just tickle your fancy here. Hey, Hillary's. If Will and Jill debate on your channel and Will puts Jill backstage, that means Jill wins the debate.
Fair enough.
How about that?
No, I'm going to win the debate regardless, but I'd like.
Well,
You're not even going to have the debate.
Now all Jill has to do is get himself moved backstage and win. That's easy.
I'd like to not win it on a technicality.
Hey man,
Don't worry, you won't. I'm sure you would totally
Take what you can
sweep the
get,
floor
Jill.
with me.
What is
I'm
the
sure that you would
topic
mop
anyway?
the floor
What
with
is-
William. Just come
What
on the
is the
channel, Jill.
proposed topic?
the topic is whether or not Carl is going to
Whatever he's harassing East Max about.
Yeah, it's Micah 5 and the identity of the Messiah.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever.
Which is, by the way, the title of this video, Micah 5 and the Coward of the County.
Micah 5 and the identity of the Messiah.
Yeah.
Now,
So we've already watched him avoid and back out of
his
a
own
debate.
challenge.
Yes, once, and now we're about to witness him do it again. Once he knows what you're actually wanting to debate about.
Now, Sammy, you remember our first discussion about this when I asked Jill to give me one messianic prophecy that Jesus fulfilled completely and accurately, and he gave me Micah 5 too. You remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
And then he went on to say, and say, I want a witness to this since Daniel J. Newman erased Hillary's shit. Did you hear?
Yeah, I want to talk to that Newman guy. All right. Oh, hello, Ember. Good to see you. To be honest, anybody who has encountered him before doesn't need more proof. Jill is a fool. Yeah, no, that's why he's just so fun to push around. Welcome, Ember. I did want to say thank you, and I did get the sticker as promised. I'm trying to figure out where I want to place it. There's a couple of ideas I have, and then I want to show it off. But yeah, it's just been weird with all the moving around. But yes, I did get my sticker, and I love it. And thank you. And yeah, anybody who wants cool pride flags and stickers and stuff, go check out Ember, and also check out Ember's channel if you're interested in a lot of good content and activism and things like that. I'm just reading. I wanted to look over Micah 5 really quick. It's This is from Bible Gateway. I'm not going to bother to switch screens. It's going to be too messy. But a promised ruler from Bethlehem. It starts out, marshal your troops now, city of troops, for a siege is laid against us. They will strike Israel's ruler on the cheek with a rod. But you, Bethlehem, Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from of old, from ancient times. Therefore Israel will be abandoned until the time when she who is in labor bears a son, and the rest of his brothers return to join the Israelites. He will stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and they will live securely, for then his greatness will reach to the ends of the earth. And he will be our peace when the Assyrians invade our land and march through our fortresses. We will raise against them 7 shepherds, even 8 commanders, who will rule the land of Assyria with the sword, the land of Nimrod with drawn sword. He will deliver us from the Assyrians when they invade our land and march across our borders. And it goes on, but I'm not going to continue with that, but you get the idea, right? Okay, good.
Jill in that discussion say that Jesus was fighting a busload of fucking Assyrians in heaven right now?
Yeah.
Him in ships or what?
Yeah, I asked him. Yeah, go
Aloha, Spooky Bed here. Good to see you.
Go ahead.
Well, you said this prophecy says that he would be fighting Assyrians. Is he fighting Assyrians right now, Jill? And he was like, yes, in heaven.
Yep. I'm glad there was a witness to that nonsense.
He's fighting Assyrians in heaven.
Doesn't sound very peaceful.
No.
I mean, just one Jesus against all of them? Like, how does that work?
He doesn't need he's tough. He's like,
reminds me of like getting towards the end of The Good Place when she's like they're going back and forth and they're having like the celestial battles. You remember that? That was just epic.
100% of the time?
Yeah, he has a sword for a tongue.
So does Jesus do anything else but fight Assyrians 24/7?
No. How could he? He's very busy. He's a very busy man. Okay, do you know how many fucking Assyrians there are? It's a shit ton. He doesn't get to take a piss break. He's just out there slaughtering Assyrians. Pissing in a bottle. Okay.
Does he like re-embody himself in like another copy to go do something else when he's doing something 100% of his time?
I don't know. I guess we have to ask Jill about that. He's the one that suggests that Jesus, to fulfill that prophecy, had to be in heaven fighting Assyrians. But he changes since he's
fucking hilarious. All right, let's skip a little bit ahead.
Jesus basically asserting that they all cherry-picked half sentences out of other prophecies to build the Gospels, which is just phenomenal. I can't believe his dumbass said that without thinking about it and then doubled down and tripled down, as we're about to see.
It's like, that's what you're supposed to do, man. You're supposed to take your favorite parts, just go with those, eschew the rest. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Yes. Don't accept that.
What is that? What does that mean?
Well, you're the Bible expert.
No, you're the one that made the title. Thomas, tell us what that means.
Bro, Will, stop being a bitch.
Okay, am I being a bitch?
If you wanna give me the exact verse, I'll put it up if you want, Freeland.
Oh, God, why does he just sound like he entered it? Anyway, yeah, I don't have links, but yeah, feel free to drop your links if you'd like. If you got the wrench, that's what it's there for. I really need to like program a chat bot or something like that. I've never figured that shit out.
Is Micah 5 speaking of Jesus let's see, is he from Bethlehem? I don't want to put that out there too early.
Come on, Will.
Is Micah 5 speaking about?
And also, if you have a wrench and there's other people in the chat who you can just go and like directly their channel by clicking on their name. It's pretty straightforward. If you want to go check those people out.
Bethlehem?
Jesus. Is it speaking about Jesus?
His birthplace only, yes.
Only his birthplace. So out of that entire chapter, it only makes reference to Jesus in the birthplace.
That's right.
Yeah, so we'll debate that. Let's debate that.
Right there. Yeah, that's like I think that's a second debate topic that's been brought up now, or maybe third debate topic. I'm having trouble.
That's what I explained to you last time.
Then you agree the debate.
There's nothing to debate.
You agree to the debate.
Okay, what's your counter argument?
that it's not about Jesus.
What's not about Jesus?
Micah 5.
I never.
So we'll continue on in Micah 5 now that we're here. And verse 7, the remnant of Jacob will be in the midst of many peoples, like dew from the Lord, like showers on the grass, which do not wait for anyone or depend on man. The remnant of Jacob will be among the nations, and in the midst of many peoples. And like a lion among the beasts of the forest, like a young lion among flocks of sheep, which mauls and mangles as it goes, and no one can rescue, your hand will be lifted up in triumph over your enemies, and all your foes will be destroyed. In that day, declares the Lord.
Claim that all of Micah 5 is about just his.
I asked you what started all this off is I asked you. All right, perfect. Here we have the text. So he's asserting that the only thing in this prophecy is a reference to the place where Jesus is born. But he says it's a messianic prophecy, and the Jews agree that it's a messianic prophecy. What they don't agree on is that Jesus did any of it. And Jill is about to tell us that the only thing that's important in Micah 5:2 is the words, "But you, O Bethlehem Ephrathah, who are too little to be among the clans of Judah." That would be the whole thing. That's what Jesus' part is.
Apparently, that's
a fraction of the text.
It's not. It's a half a sentence. You take it out of
finish itself. Yeah.
Right. If you take it out of context, it's not even a complete sentence. It's addressing the town of Bethlehem and just saying you're small. So God's message to Micah was, tell Bethlehem.
It even says you're too little to be among the clans of Judah, which I think is kind of problematic because they're basically saying that you can't be Jews because you're insignificant, right? Like, that's kind of what they're saying. I don't know. Maybe.
Bethlehem, God thinks they're small.
I always get that confused though. Judah and Judea. Anyway. Okay.
And some other stuff.
Right.
What? Okay, Ember dropped the links. Yes. Got asked for Pride merch. Absolutely. I got the Nature Pride sticker myself, but I think they're all beautiful. I have a thing for nature, and Ember's personal touch on there I thought was very, very nice. And yeah, Ember did like a whole video on how that came about and stuff. Maybe a couple of videos. Yeah, and go check that out if you're
Yeah, it's funny. It's like if you were to say, "Oh, short Henry," or "Oh, small something something," and then that's it. Like, just not continue. But what do we do with the rest of that sentence if it's
can't
not
be a prophecy if it doesn't have an action in it, and there's no action in just saying Bethlehem, you're small.
You're small. Yeah, you're not big enough to join the other tribes or whatever.
So what's the prophecy?
It says, "From you shall come forth for me one who is to be a ruler in Israel, whose coming forth is from ancient days." I don't like the format on this one. I felt like it was better through Bible Gateway. But whatever. It's neither here nor there, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Worse than that, is he's actually left out the part that is referred to as the prophecy.
Yeah, there's no action.
The proof is that, he's from days of old, he's from ancient days, and blah, blah, blah. And that's the connection. He's left all of that out.
Sammy, where is the verb? If Bethlehem is the subject, where's the verb?
Come. Well, but
something shall come forth.
Yeah.
Right.
Come forth for me. Yeah. It's personalized.
A thing is going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. And that thing that happens would be the prophecy. But just saying Bethlehem, you're small, is not a prophecy. There's no action. It's just a subject and a description that it's small. And Jill thinks that this alone is separate from prophecy. And this specifically, just this, is talking about Jesus. Now, my question is that if this is a prophecy and the only part of it that Jesus was to fulfill was being born, who did the rest? Who did that? Who's the rest of it talking about? Did they just They just made up a crazy little prophecy just to slip in the words Bethlehem. So that
I don't know if they're going to continue on in the text here. Again, I missed this whole part of the stream. I think I came in later. But I do want to finish Micah 5 here. Says, I will destroy. Wait. Continuing from 10. In that day, declares the Lord. So clearly that didn't happen. I will destroy your horses from among you and demolish your chariots. I will destroy the cities of your land and tear down all your strongholds. I will destroy your witchcraft, and you will no longer cast spells. I will destroy your idols and your sacred stones from among you. You will no longer bow down to the work of your hands. I will uproot from among you your Asherah poles when I demolish your cities. I will take vengeance in anger and wrath on the nations that have not obeyed me. Is that us? Is that why we have so many flipping hurricanes over here? We've been disobedient Americans.
Jill could get excited. What the fuck?
Or
yeah,
if it's the case, like he says, that it's not a prophecy, it's a cherry-picked part by whoever to show the similarities, or however he tried to say about how Jonah spent 3 nights in a fish's
It's a whale. It's a fucking whale, man. Call it what it is.
belly, and Jesus refers to that. He doesn't talk about his life. He doesn't talk about anything else. It's just the 3 days.
A mammal shall not live in the belly of another mammal. I remember that somewhere.
Well, and the funny thing about bringing that up, Sammy, is that Jesus, like you.
Read the comments here. Sure said I didn't know there was a PTSD flag. That's cool. I saved the page. I want to grab some stickers. Yes, do so. And support. It's all over around here. There certainly are. There's a flag for just about everything now, I think. There's even anyway. I don't know. I used to be very resistant to flags, usually related to nationalism, but I find it very interesting when it's more of a cultural or identity thing, displaying symbolism rather than kind of like a yeah. I still like I was watching the whole thing, the FIFA guy. No, there was like a performance and during the tournaments, and they were like, raise your flags, and I was like, oh no, this sounds very, very, yeah. But I get that it's supposed to be like, showing solidarity with the place that you come from and things like that, your cultural identity. I just I think it has it has, it's useful in certain cases and counterproductive in other ones. So I'd much prefer like something like this than, I'm not going to go out and buy a fucking USA flag or something like that. I don't even see why I would. Um, and honestly, as a citizen, like if they want me to have it, they should just give me one. Like that should be a birthright. Like whenever I'm like, hey, I want a flag, they should just give it to me. I shouldn't be paying like 99 cents for one that's made in China or something. That's ridiculous.
When you say 3 days and 3 nights, that's
What's up, Halsey? Good to see you.
To symbolize Jonah. Well, that's 72 hours. Jesus was.
Oh, you created the PTSD flag, Amber. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Very cool.
Wasn't in the grave, but for like 2 nights.
I also enjoy the pirate flag. Obviously, I love the Jolly Roger with a twist.
Yeah, something like that.
56 or something. Yeah.
What's up, Sammy? What's up? We're listening to y'all's commentary right now. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, he didn't do his time, man. He got out less than Jonah. He got out lickety split. So I don't know why he's bringing up one more failed prophecy to justify this ridiculously out of context prophecy.
That's right. But in the case of Jonah, there was a story there about Jonah. Now, if he's saying that only the first line here is about Jesus, then what the fuck is the rest of the story about?
Maybe we'll have to ask Brandon if this is where the contract is. for one messianic prophecy that.
And now I remember who Brandon is. The other night I was like, "Who the fuck is Brandon?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that guy." Okay, cool.
Jesus completed completely inaccurately. You gave me Micah 5:2.
Right, about his birthplace.
Mm-hmm. Even Micah 5:2 by itself, he doesn't fulfill.
Micah 5 regarding his birth. That's the only thing Micah.
That's not the way prophecy works. The prophecy.
That is the way prophecy.
You told
works.
me, and I have the receipts.
So you want to debate me
because down below in 3, it says, "Therefore Israel will be abandoned until the time when she who is in labor bears a son, and the rest of his brothers return." I don't even know who his brothers are, but I guess they're all brothers in Christ, right? But that could be in reference to anyone. It just says until the time when she who is in labor bears a son. That could literally be any dude, like anybody.
On what?
We'll debate it. Let's just debate it.
The debate. We got the debate title. Yeah. How does biblical prophecy work? Okay, you think it works the way you think it works.
No,
and I think
I told you what the debate was.
I think it works. So
you're not going to change you're not going to change the topic of the debate. I told you it's
He's changed it like 4 times now. He's going to try to keep changing it.
Topic because you think that biblical prophecy is supposed to work.
We're going to break down all of Micah 5 together.
Why are you cutting off? See, this is why you can't have a debate.
Commit to the debate.
Allow for your
commit to the debate.
So here's the issue. You think that
No. Did I come through clear when I said commit to the debate?
Yep, we heard it.
Yep.
Okay, so debate that I want to have.
Debate that he wants to make up a new debate.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding of prophecy while debating me on this one singular prophecy that he's already admitted to giving as a prophecy about the Messiah. Again, birthplace alone doesn't say anything.
Yeah. And for someone who's won every debate he's ever been in except against Smokey, he sure comes up with odd titles for debates. That was a question. That was not a debate title. What is biblical?
I think to be fair, I think my debate with Jill is one of the only debates that I'm aware of when he, like, whenever he posted on his channel, he actually adhered to the same debate title that we agreed on, which was ridiculous anyway, but because it wasn't even necessarily what we were talking about, I guess. But yeah, at least he was honest on that point. But yeah, most of the time you'll see he comes back with something, yeah, that's his interpretation or his assessment post hoc of whatever happened during the debate, and then he'll retitle his streams that way.
Prophecy is not a fucking debate title.
Right.
Well, he just wants to go into to say that it's subjective how people interpret prophecy, so he can't be wrong. But what he can be wrong about and is wrong about is Micah 5 having fuck all to do with Jesus. And he knows that I'll staple him to the fucking wall, and that's why he doesn't want to do it. So, you know,
yeah.
What? Go ahead.
Is he basically saying, and forgive me if this is a dumb question, but that this prophecy just identifies that Bethlehem existed?
No, I'll have to let him explain, because none of his explanations will actually make any sense.
Prophecy is supposed to be rendered a certain way.
Jill, talk about it during the debate.
Hold on, relax. I believe prophecy should be handled or rendered or is rendered in a different way than you. So we can have a debate on what biblical prophecy is, how it is supposed to look like, and then determine which one of us is correct when it comes to Micah 5:2.
So you're rejecting my challenge and trying to insert your own.
Should biblical prophecy be rendered the way you think, or is it rendered the way you think it's being rendered? Your argument is, I don't like the way the biblical prophecy is being rendered.
Jill, I'm not.
I just want to clarify the rendering of, if we're talking about the rendering of the prophecy, I mean, I feel like, and I should know this because we had an album titled this, generating a final image, performance, or process material from a meta, data, or raw components. Its core meaning changes depending on the topic you look at. So let's see. Is there something for... No. No. I got computers, digital graphics, architecture and art, building and construction, food and industry, nothing about religious rendering. Let's try again. Religious rendering. In a religious context, rendering means to give, pay, or deliver back something that is due or owed or required by duty. It most famously appears in the biblical phrase, render unto Caesar, describing a believer's dual obligations to God and the earthly authorities. I don't even think Jill really knows what this word means.
In your topic, I
That's
gave you
not
the
an
topic.
argument. That's not even the starter. It's not even a debate starter. You just disagree with how biblical prophecy is being rendered. You think prophecy should be 100%. All of the details in the prophecy in the entire chapter have to fit the antitype, who's Jesus. You think that that's the case? No, we
Jill. Yeah, then explicit prophecy should be. It shouldn't be vague, right? You should be able to know exactly who this is talking about, when it's supposed to have happened, and then have a vivid, detailed explanation of the fulfillment of prophecy.
I mean, when you're done babbling.
Biblical prophecy does not when it comes to.
I just realized he is literally in real time trying to redefine the word prophecy.
And the word rendering, well, I mean, depending on how he wants to use it.
Well, it depends on what you mean by prophecy, Sammy, right? Like every conversation we ever have with Christians, you know,
Yeah.
it depends on what you mean by whatever blank, you know. So there's always that alternate definition that makes it so that they don't actually have to go by a regular definition.
You heard his admission right there. You think a prophecy should be 100% of the prophecy. We're like, yeah.
So, like,
what are you even arguing at this point, Jill? It's
so he's arguing.
I agree with Mac. What the fuck is that?
That either you see it as the prophecy has to actually match what is written.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Incomplete, meaning you don't remove anything. And then Jill's argument was you can remove stuff if it works for the story.
No, I understand what they mean by a dual prophecy or whatever. And if that was the case, I could hear that out. And Smokey wants Jill to make that case because that's what Smokey has been taught. And I was taught the same thing. And I'd be happy to debate someone on a dual prophecy for this. But what I want from Jill is to back up his crazy statement that only half a sentence, a fragment of a sentence, is necessary for prophecy.
Right.
Exactly. All right. We're making good time. We're actually making good time. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. See where we get to. Let's go up here. I know it's getting better.
By his son, because he would have been the king of Judah at the time.
Hmm.
But you know, who the fuck knows? Ask a Christian, you know, see if they'll tell you, oh, Hubbles is here. Am I giddy?
Hello.
Is it showing? I get excited when Hubbles gets near.
Thank you.
He's got such a big gun.
Yeah, I've even heard Jill make it worse. Even though Jesus isn't mentioned and his birth isn't mentioned, he says this is just about Jesus being born. And so then I replied, well, I was born, so I guess I fulfilled Micah. He's like, yeah. So
Right.
what the hell?
No, Hillary's, you actually said it in this, and I don't even know if we've gotten to it yet, but you asked the best question. It's the one that Halsey just asked. If Jesus only fulfilled the birthplace, who the hell fulfilled the rest of this? Somebody else did? You asked it, and I was just being a bulldozer, and my bad for not like honing in on that question. That would have been pertinent.
Right. And who is he in the bigger story? Like, do we just get to hear about this little bit of him and then he's like gone? Like he doesn't matter in the story at all anymore? But because you said it's about one person through the whole thing, right?
It is. This whoever this guy is, it's going to be ruler in Israel. That's a descendant from King David. The rest of this is about him. It's about what he does to prove that he's the Messiah, because you could be from Bethlehem and you could be a king of Judah. And if you,
except because we already read ahead, we know that he didn't actually fulfill any of that shit, like at
He
all.
didn't do the things, the rest of the things, the details of it.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, we got a wild cat in the house. Who's Sammy and William stole my box of Nutter Butters. Ah, fair game, fair game.
I mean, Judah had plenty of kings. You know, how many of them were actually from Bethlehem? I don't know.
Right.
But like, you gotta, these things have to match for Jesus to be the guy.
He has dual fulfillment.
Well, and they have to have actually come true for it to be a fulfilled prophecy. Like, if anything, you might say that some of them were kind of fulfilled, but yeah, just saying that, like, oh well, it's still going on now is very problematic and just
One
unsatisfying.
immediate and one future.
No. This is William Freeman's.
Okay.
This is
Well,
William Freeman's argument. Let me try to be more.
What do you think? Wait. Okay. I'll tell you what.
It's not an argument. It's his claim that prophecy is supposed to look like X, right?
Jill Strawman.
His claim is prophecy. This is prophecy because he's using a modern.
I don't need you to tell me what his argument is. Let me ask.
I do find it funny when Smokey gets worked up.
Yeah. Let me ask him what his Freeman. Do you mind giving your?
All right. So now that more you're here, is there something that I don't know about Smokey? Is there something that I should know about Smokey? You can DM me. You can put it in our private chat or whatever. But I, as far as I know, is Smokey's name Carl? Is he a guy named Carl? Just wondering.
Argument briefly with this verse. Can I just hear it real quick?
Yeah, I don't believe that the subject of this verse is Jesus in a way that would be a fulfillment of biblical messianic prophecy completely and accurately.
Okay,
completely and accurately. Thank you. Exactly.
Tell us why. Why do you believe
that's for the debate, Jill?
Because all the details.
Well, can I propose?
Well, here's why.
Nice. Empress says Hail Gleason. Oh wait, this was cats had already have been perceived and now will disappear for a random amount of time. Got doctors and work in the morning. Hail Gleason or whatever we're doing now. Fair enough. No, John's seems like a good guy. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I don't have any problem with him. I do think that that some other people out here have some serious fucking technical issues to work out. Not that I'm one to talk, right? I'm working out my own technical issues, but I tend, whatever. We're trying to be healthier. That's all I can say. But these fucking guys, no. I love William because William really is able to compartmentalize, and once you realize that, a whole lot more things start to make sense.
Why?
He's not telling you why on purpose. Because all of the details in this chapter don't fit Jesus. The only detail that we say fits Jesus is the birthplace. So because all the other details, the wars,
this is like an old Irish gay joke that I've heard before. You smell that? You smell that thing I'm smelling?
The military leader, speaking about the clans of Judah. All the other details.
Jill, we don't need to shout at him. And it's funny because he's mad about getting put in the back room when that's like the most reasonable thing to do in this situation because he wants to stay muted. But he won't actually listen to anybody else for 5 seconds, and apparently we find it more entertaining for people to just start hollering at him and over talking.
Don't match Jesus. Therefore,
Jill, come on, you've never interacted with me like this before. Come on.
Disrespecting Smokey. Disrespectful. And honestly, yeah, like, I mean, I had this a little bit with East Max on our previous engagements. Like, if you're going to come on somebody's channel and you acknowledge they are being honest and respectful with you, why would you disrespect them and overtalk them, especially on their own fucking channel? It's just something they cannot help. It's It's so ingrained in them, they can't figure out how to not do
He's
it.
nervous. It's not his fault.
What is it? I'm
Jill,
just explaining
okay.
what his position is.
All right, this verse. Let's just follow me real quick. We are talking about a place, Bethlehem, right? We got Bethlehem here.
Bethlehem Ephrata, which is one of two Bethlehems. And
bro, shut up and let
one of two Bethlehems? Or there's two Bethlehems?
Smokey talk, for fuck's sake.
Just FYI.
I know you like the sound of your voice, but let's temper it back a little bit.
Ephrata. So you're saying
shut the fuck up, Q. Let him talk. You're not important.
Guys, please.
And Max just had to chime in there for that one.
I cut off the beginning of this because it's so long, but it is just the funniest shit in the world because you get to see Smokey playing a parent because he's got these two retarded kids that he's trying to get to stop putting boogers on everything.
What the fuck? This is Ephrata means fruitful or place of fruitfulness. It primarily refers to the region in the original name of Bethlehem, but is also the name of a biblical figure. Ancient Bethlehem. So they're saying there's going to be like a second, more fruitful Bethlehem, I guess? I don't know. This is all fucking kind of weird. So there's one place in reality and two places in theory or in theology.
Yelling at him. Sit down, shut up, sit down, you be quiet. And he's trying to be nice. Didn't I tell you not to fuck around in the side chat? Didn't I tell you? Did I not tell you? And he's
you have been warned.
Need a second chance. You know, and it was just, I swear, it's just like listening to a dad deal with a couple of really slow kids. But I mean, I really enjoyed what they brought to this.
What should you do if you, this is a great question. What should you do if you come across a Christian in the wild? Debate him. Debate the brother. What do you got to lose? No, I don't know if there's an actual pun. I'm just responding.
Much as East Max is a complete fuckwit, him and Spider together make a comedy duo that had it almost caused me to wreck my truck while I was driving. I was laughing so fucking hard. I was howling.
Other, right?
And that's the problem with this. We can laugh at it, but they are taking themselves completely seriously. And these fucking guys. So I was quick to I said long ago I thought Jill was trolling in the sense that he was not truly Christian. And I was thinking that about Eastmax, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I better dial that down. Maybe these are real Christians who believe they're getting the better of non-believers in these engagements, and they're just not seeing it. They're not getting it. They're so locked in, or you know, it's like the whole like being the butt of your own joke kind of thing. Like you're doing it and you're taking it seriously, and you know people are going to ridicule you. And then, as the Christians would say, well, that's part of being a Christian, that we know that the unbelievers are going to ridicule us, and that's what makes us righteous.
They complete each other.
They
snap
do.
right into each other.
Ooh, when you say it like that.
Go ahead, Smokey.
All right.
Oh, see, okay, this this just got even better. What should you do if you come across a Christian in the wild? Wipe it off and apologize. That was my bad, bro. And then say 3 Hail Marys or whatever it is. I don't know.
So
Go ahead,
this
Carl.
That was actually pretty good. I like it.
Put him backstage, man.
I swear to fuck, man.
It's adult time.
Yeah, this is so fucking ridiculous, man.
Bro, we're just being true tellers. I'm sorry.
Hush.
Yo, listen.
Truth tellers. He said something like that to me when I was in there. He was like, "Are you what do you identify as, a truth seeker?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds good and all that, but that's not actually an identity. That's something that one does." Um, I don't know. Like I find that difficulty. Like, 'cause I identified for so long as a musician, and I was like, well, that's the thing I do. But what is actually the motivation behind it? What are the? Because you know, atheist is a description of a thing that I don't believe. It's not descriptions of the things that I actually do or the things that I actually believe. It's just describing a thing that I don't believe in or I'm not convinced of. right? So that's not an identity. When you say you come at the world from a Christian perspective, that's ought to be definitionally a description of things that you actually do in the world. You act as a Christian. Atheists don't act as atheists. They may act on any number of things that may be anti-religious or pro-humanist, right? But atheism itself doesn't inform what you actually do in the world or what you believe. It just describes one thing that you don't believe in.
Just listen to me. The Bethlehem Ephrata. Are you cool with this being where Jesus was born? Is this where Jesus was born?
You asking me or?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like snap-on parts, Hillary.
Yeah. This prophecy is predicting the birthplace of Jesus only.
Beautiful.
Only.
Well, hold on. Okay, let's follow that.
That's the claim.
Okay. It says, "You, O Bethlehem Ephrata, you who are too little to be."
How are we still focusing on this fucking one verse? It's killing my brain.
Not trying to kiss Smokey's ass here or anything, but really,
please don't.
If only more Christians would break down.
Smokey said he's not a Christian anymore.
Bible verses like this, even.
By the way, who the fuck is Carl and why is Smokey not Josh Herbal? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody figure this fucking shit out for me? Because I did independent research. I was like, oh yeah, I looked at the sex offender registry, and sure enough, this guy, Joshua Herbal, looks like identical to this dude, Smokey Saint. And, but they could have doctored that, I suppose. Yes, the first thing that comes up now, it's buried, of course, because it's years old. See, and I didn't even want to be looking this shit up again. Who the fuck is Carl? Who the fuck is Carl? Truth Finder. That's actually a website that I'll probably have to pay for. Alright. See, I'm not going to put much more investment into that. Somebody convince me that's not who I'm looking at. Come on. Bring forth your
If
evidence.
they feel the urge to try and make excuses for why prophecies didn't come true, he's breaking down this exactly the way that you would read it. This is how it was meant to be read. He's emphasizing almost the poetry of it. But Jill can't hear that shit. Jill can't hear that shit at all.
Among the clans of
Jews, he's deaf out of at least one of his ears, maybe 1.5
Judas.
ears.
Let's talk about Bethlehem. You're too little. You're tiny. Just a little offshoot right here. From you talking to Bethlehem. From you
is Carl. What? Hold on. My shit's all tangled up now. I should have the perfect streaming setup, but I don't. Is Carl a male Karen? No, that's me. I am the male Karen, according to some. No, Carl is. I don't know who. Like earlier on in this stream, people were calling this guy Carl, and I don't know who the fuck Carl is. I only know this guy is Josh. But he claims that he's not Josh, but he also says that Josh is a victim, even though Josh, by all accounts, is a registered sex offender who, well, statutorily raped a young person several years ago, and we have testimonies of all of that. But then some say that that was all just a clever ruse. It was a troll. Either way, he used to be a lot. When I first met Smokey Saint, Smokey was a lot more abrasive. And I met him in spaces, fair enough, that were kind of hostile to him. But he was really, really nasty person to deal with. I find him to be a lot more comical these days. But I don't know if that's a result of people trying to troll him off YouTube and his subsequent return and all of that. And some people defending him and saying, well, we don't have enough information, we don't have enough evidence. But yeah, I mean, I don't, sometimes it's hard to tell what you should believe here. I'm like, I looked it up, I saw his picture, and the charges related. I was like, yeah, that's pretty gross.
from you.
So yeah, and now people are saying that he is not that person, which is, I think, the position he has always maintained, but has never been able to definitively prove to anybody. As far as I can tell, I think he's been generally off camera ever since then.
I'll come forth for me, one who is to be ruler in Israel, whose coming forth is from of old, from ancient days. Okay. So, and you would say that that is talking about Jesus, right?
Yeah. This is Jesus.
And versus, why are there so many of these creeps? Well, I mean, I blame society, but also I blame the internet. The internet, notoriously, many people thrive off the anonymity of the internet. They're able to get away with a lot of heinous shit because they can take so many different there's so many different courses of action available where you don't actually have to reveal your identity, and so they are able to hide behind that. And yeah, it becomes a way of life for some people.
To be the anti-type.
Now, will say, and I imagine, I'm not trying to.
Or did you just mean sex offenders in general? Well, yeah, that may be another issue.
Fill in for Will, but I think Will would say, well, Jesus is not a ruler right now, therefore
Will is literally in the room. You don't have to assume what he would say.
this is not a fulfilled prophecy. Am I right, Will?
That was completely unnecessary.
That would be part of it, sure.
Okay. So, can we please be adults and just set up the debate, and we
No, it's not going to
can
happen.
all go watch it and just have a good time with that? Can we just do that now?
You're missing the point. The argument, he's not making an argument. He is making an argument. He is saying that all.
Jill is a nervous boy. Boy, his bullshit gear got stuck right there. He's not making an argument. He's making an argument. He's not making an argument. Jill.
Right.
All the squirming was more cringy than all the episodes of The Office put together, including the British version.
Smokey was, he would give you a different act. But because it's Smokey, he would deflect a lot more. He might insult you. He would, like, this is why you were never a real Christian, that sort of thing. And like say those kinds of things interwoven with his explanation as to why he's right or whatever.
That's why I like to, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You with yours.
That's why I like to always imagine what would Hillary's do if he had him duct taped to a chair with a big bright light in his eyes.
That point where he's trying to explain it to him, but to not slip into those things that he would be with, the unbeliever typical. So
yeah, but now he's turning around. Right. Oh yeah, well, tell us.
Yep.
Would you?
Yeah, no, Halsey's exactly right. That he has his techniques that he uses on the unbelievers, but of course they're not going to work on somebody like Smokey, so he has to try to finesse it some other way. And he doesn't know how because he's not used to arguing like that. So like you said, Will, like his transmission's stuck, his tires are spinning, he doesn't know what to do.
And he's been
yeah, and Smokey is claiming to be an unbeliever, but also like kind of towing both lines, which makes it difficult. Like with anybody who claims to be agnostic, it's really hard to find a starting point because you can't both prove and disprove a position with the same argument. Like most times, I don't think that works. Maybe occasionally, but I think that's kind of slim, like when you're talking in these types of
aligned with Smokey for so long. And now that Smokey's like in a different position, even though he's not going to treat him like the average unbeliever.
Yeah, they're on the same team, but one plays offense and the other plays defense. I mean, they're just one's a Calvinist and the other one's not. I mean, they like right now, I believe Smokey's still over there kicking the butthole out of Calvinism. Like that's Jill and Veckel's bread and butter. So they're on the same team. They're on the Jesus team, I think, but they're very different in how they play the game.
It seems like Smokey's gotten like a lower threshold for bullshit now. Like it seems like he's willing to call it out now, and he sees it a lot more easily than maybe before.
I think he's looking.
No, I think he's just willing to argue with anybody at this point because most people won't engage with him. Although he does have a decent number of people in his chats. But I mean, as far as getting like real attention, it's not doing it for him, right? He's got to find new ways to up the ante.
And for the truth, I think he's looking for real exchange rather than just trying to defend narratives that, I mean, these other people are spouting and sounding like imbeciles. I mean, I think he's having to go, look, I'm saying a lot of the same things. You know,
Right.
Before it was okay because I was just dealing with these people, but you know,
it's really like whataboutism, because he doesn't seem to be holding to any solid position. It's all critiquing that of others, which I also think is kind of something JG's been guilty of. But maybe he and I should have that conversation.
These arguments are now not good enough for me. Or at least that's what I'm hoping he's getting to.
Yeah.
Just set up the debate, and we can all go watch it and just have a good time with that. Can we just do that now?
You're missing the point. The argument, he's not making an argument. He is making an argument. He is saying that all of the details.
All he's saying is this
apply to
prophecy
Jesus.
about Jesus. Listen, all he's saying is this can't be a prophecy about Jesus. He has
Why?
his reason.
Because of the other details.
He has his reason.
He didn't say that it couldn't be a prophecy about Jesus. He just said that it's not definitively a prophecy about Jesus. And even if it were, it's not fulfilled to completion. So why would I fucking care? It's an unfulfilled prophecy.
He has his reason. He has his reasons. He wants to debate those reasons with you. That's it.
So either yes or no.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point.
No, nobody's missing the point. You're deflecting.
He's propping up a straw man. I won't debate a straw man. Sorry. Do not argue that all of the details.
Won't debate a straw man, says the what is an ape guy. Okay, cool.
Fit Jesus in the prophecy.
Only Smokey, let him off the hook. He needs his out. Give him his out.
Joe, listen, real quick.
I was just gonna ask you, but you go first.
I'm just saying this at this point. I think Smokey's probably imagining holding Jill's head in the toilet bowl until the bubbles slow down.
I love that, like, you know, Jill's like, oh, it's just a straw man. I won't debate a straw man.
I feel like this is where I actually entered. Well, I'm not in the stream, but this is where I started listening, where I remember this portion particularly.
It's like, what is he saying? It's going to be too easy. He refuses to do it because it's such an empty argument, because it's not a real argument.
He made his complaint. He said that I will just, if he gives me one answer, I'll just pick out another detail that Jesus doesn't fill. Like, which is the rest, and he admits is the rest. It is everything except for the word Bethlehem. Everything else he's saying doesn't fit Jesus, and I can't defend it, so it's not fair. You just have to accept that this half a sentence is talking about Jesus and is not relevant at all to the subject of the fucking prophecy here.
It is. It's so fucking weak. I mean, I can't describe it any other way. It's a weak position to hold, and it's stupid. And I can't believe he's even pursuing it at this juncture.
It almost sounds, though, to me.
But that's Jill.
Like he's also saying, like
it's also being egged on by his cheerleader Eastmax in this one.
It's not even worth arguing. And if that's true, he should have no problem.
Oh, big love, Cher. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. And big hugs. Yeah. All right. I'm probably gonna wrap up here soon, but let's see what else we get here.
I'm like winning the debate if he thinks it's that weak or insubstantial of an argument that you've got, you know. If that's part of his thing. Yeah.
Could you do me a favor and post the link out there? I'll have to go back later and give everybody mods because I don't.
That's not me. I'm not even here.
I have a stream up right now, but I will do that. Everybody that types that's cool will definitely be getting a wrench or shield or whatever the fuck they're using now.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Jill's.
I think they have the regular wrench and the shielded wrench. Watch out for that.
Humiliation so that I can get to bed on time.
This verse 5:2 is about Jesus, right? It's about Jesus himself, right? This is about Jesus. It's about where Jesus is born, and it's about Jesus himself talking about Jesus, where Jesus is born, right?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you. So what Will is saying, Will's proposition is, hey, this is not talking about Jesus.
Jill, this is the part where you shut the fuck up. He is literally shouting over you on his own channel. So you just shut yourself the fuck up so that other people don't have to. Right? Do you have the power to be quiet? Are you able to? Does the Holy Spirit give you the power to shut your fucking mouth for a couple minutes?
Will you debate me on this verse not talking about Jesus, Jill? This is what is being offered. Jill, will you please debate me on the proposition you hold that this verse is talking about Jesus?
Okay.
You don't need to do a whole meta debate about prophecy to describe how this verse.
Now the little arrogant prick is going to clarify to
Exactly. Actually, that was a really fucking good point, Smokey.
Smokey, who he believes is not getting it. He believes that Smokey isn't getting.
Oh, and nobody wants to hang out till the end, and everybody abandoned me. Oh no. My next stream is going to be about how I have no friends. See?
Getting
Pity me.
that it's a straw man or that my argument somehow isn't dichotomous.
He's also, remember, he's not, I think he doesn't agree to this proposition either, right? Even though it's a slightly different way to present it so that it's even easier for Jill to process.
He does not agree to any, he holds to the idea that it's a straw man, but never establishes what the straw man is.
Yeah, like how
you hold that this verse is talking about Jesus.
Okay,
you don't
let
need
me
to
let me
do
try
a
to
whole
clarify
meta
because you're
debate
not getting
about
it.
prophecy to describe how this verse and defend how this verse is talking about Jesus. You just don't need it.
You know, I think we all need to do that. We need to fight for our right to be ourselves and to have our own interests and not to be carried away by the whims of others, not to be carried away by pressure, peer pressure, societal pressure, whatever it is, right? We're able to inhabit our own spaces, inhabit our own bodies and our own minds, and be able to be comfortable with them and express ourselves effectively. And that is a skill. Like, most people will not teach you this skill. Most people in the world, wherever you go, they're going to try to teach you to conform, to fit in, to do what other people are doing, right? So that you're not belittled and you're not marginalized, you're not picked on by others. They want to teach you to fit in every day. Just get along to get along and never express your true feelings, your true opinions. Like, why would I do that when it's going to bring me so much heartache, so much trouble, right? But in the end, you're doing a disservice to yourself. You are suppressing your true self, your true identity, your true thoughts and beliefs to try to appease others. And it's never going to make you happy. You're only going to be happy by being yourself authentically and doing what you want to do and expressing yourself honestly and authentically. That's the way. All of this other shit, it's superficial and it doesn't matter.
You don't need it.
Okay, can I speak now? Okay, Jesus explicitly stated that his kingdom was not of a geopolitical nature. True or false? Jesus explicitly stated that his kingdom was not of a geopolitical nature. True or false? Are we listening?
Joe, will you take the debate? I just want you to
I just told you that the debate, it's not a debate. You can't debate something. We're not arguing. We're not arguing that Jesus, that this is.
Who are we?
So he's not arguing. He's agreeing with me that this has nothing to do with Jesus.
Who are we and what are we not arguing?
That's what he would be conceding to by saying there's no debate, there's no argument. We're not arguing this. Because my proposition that it has nothing to do with Jesus whatsoever.
Now, whatsoever. I love it. And that's it for me. I will wrap up the stream by saying, yeah, happy Monday. I hope you all have had a great fucking beginning to your week, because it's only just begun. NanoCon's happening over the weekend. Links in the description. If you want to fundraise for me to go to other conferences or conventions that I might be able to attend later in the year, maybe, I left that link up, and I will refresh and all of that stuff. But I'd love to meet some lovely people out there and get to travel in, because right now I'm kind of trapped in a bubble. But whatever, that's my problem. I'm happy that you all came. Much love to Ember, Cher, Halsey, and who else did I see? Sammy. We had here Spooky, uh, Smokey, I guess, Q, and anybody else that I miss. We'll be doing another stream shortly. Shortly. What was the other thing? I guess nothing else right now. Big love, rest in peace to Lou. Sick of It All is one of my all-time favorite bands, biggest inspirations, and yeah, my hearts go out to all those people. It's a big, big loss for punk rock and hardcore, but I mean, many memories have been had, and we have to appreciate those and honor those memories. So I will sign off saying much love, be kind, be well, and stay trusty. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Good night.